Too many couples wait until the wheels are falling off before they ask, what happened to us? But what if you didn't wait? What if you could actually prevent the slow drift that pulls so many couples apart and start rebuilding something that's better with your spouse? Here's the truth. Love isn't all you need, not even close. They lie to us all. What you do need are habits, the kind that hold you two together, especially when life gets loud and messy. And no, you don't need to quit your jobs, save up for some magical retreat in Hawaii. You don't need me to come move in and be on call 24/7, though people have asked. You just need the right habits, the ones that I teach in my office every week and my couples then use in their real lives. And today I'm walking you through all 13 of them. They're stupid simple and they work. Habit number 5 is the most fun. Habit number 6, the hardest, but gosh darn it, I'm still working on it myself. So if I can, you can too. Let's get right into it. Here's habit number 1 for a better marriage. It's giving your undivided attention in a moment when someone is talking to you. And that can be someone else too, but for sure, do it with your spouse. Put down your phone, stop typing on your computer, give them your undivided attention. I'm sure that you've heard the saying, where your attention goes, energy flows. Nothing, absolutely nothing feels better than someone giving us their undivided attention. In this time in our world where there's so many things distracting us. When someone is asking for our attention, it feels so good when we give it to them fully, when we look them in the eye, when we don't allow for something else to distract us. You know how good it feels when someone does it for you. I know I do. You could start doing that for other people and start with your spouse. That is one of the top tips for having successful, effective, connected relationships within your marriage. Habit number 2 for a successful marriage, say thank you out loud and often. It's easy to think, well, of course I appreciate them. But if you don't ever say it, how will they ever know? Appreciation only counts when it's expressed. So when your spouse does something kind, does something helpful, does something thoughtful, say it. Thanks for taking care of that errand. I know how much you hate running to Costco. I love that you made coffee this morning. Hey, who finished the laundry? You. Thank you for doing that. Small moments spoken out loud. That's how you build connection, because spoken appreciation, those words that you say, they build safety, trust, and love. It's when those words dissipate that the problems start appearing. I would know. I hear it every week in my office. You may think that they know that you're grateful, but hearing it, it hits different. This is why you don't just do it once, and you don't just do it the first year of marriage. You keep doing it. It's when this kind of stuff disappears from your marriage, that's what causes the problems later. Married couples come to my office at the 7-year mark or the 25-year mark and say that went out the door first. It's the death by 1,000 cuts. That's exactly why you don't ever stop with habit number 2. Here's habit number 3 for successful relationships. Assume the best before you jump to the worst. Your husband forgot to text you back. Maybe they were slammed at work. They sounded short when they picked up. They might be tired and not mad at you at all. It might have nothing to do with you at all. It's so easy to create a story in your head. I would know. I am a top tier storyteller in my head. Ask my husband if you must. But assuming the worst hurts your connection. So assume the best, ask questions, don't start the conversation with accusations. If you ever wanted to know, that's how trust grows. Here's habit number 4 for successful relationships. After conflict, repair quickly. It's for a reason that they say that it's not that you don't fall on your face, right? Both in business and in sports and life and in marriage, but it's how quickly you're able to recover. That's what multiplies your success rate. That's what makes you faster than the next person. Now, not everything needs a perfect resolution. We all know this, but everything needs a moment of reconnection. So say, hey, I don't want this to come between the two of us. I don't want to ruin the entire day. Or I know that got intense or loud or uncomfortable, but I still love you. Conflict, if you have never heard anybody say this, conflict in a long-term relationship is normal. But letting disconnection linger or go on for too long, that is what breaks closeness. So learn how to repair fast, even before you're 100% ready. That's what healthy couples do. Remember what I said at the beginning? This one is the fun one. My habit number 5 for a strong relationship: laugh together on purpose. Life is heavy, and a marriage can feel like work sometimes. Tell me that I'm wrong. But the couples who create the space and the time to laugh together, even for a few moments every day, they create connection, right? They create joy and safety. Laughter lowers tension also, but that you already knew. But most importantly, it reminds the two of you we actually like each other. So send the meme, but it's gotta be funny. Make the joke. Watch something ridiculous together. Make sense? Go laugh with your spouse. Go laugh with your person on purpose. I want the neighbors or your kids to hear you, and they'll come running in wanting to know what is happening over here. That is how you're going to know that you're doing it right. That is why I highly recommend this to my couples and to you. Here's habit number 6 for a healthy marriage, the hardest one, the one that I am always and still working on. Own your part. It's so easy to blame. Married couples who get along well together, they ask themselves this, not the other person. They ask themselves, what is mine to own in this? Why does it matter? Because when you own your part, even if it's just 5%, you create emotional safety. You build trust between the two of you. You show your spouse, I am not here to win. I want us to be good together. And I don't want to be good or right over there in the corner all by myself. I want us to win as a couple, and I'm here to grow. And I know that I still have things to learn. What's on the other side of things? Blame. And blame creates distance. We all know this. Responsibility, on the other hand, that brings you closer. And that's the point. So own your part, even if it's small, because that's how you win together. Here's habit number 7 for a strong relationship. Check in, even when there's nothing big to say. Ask your spouse, how is your heart? Or what's been weighing on you lately? Even just, how are we doing? Why does this matter? Because when life gets busy, and it does, and you know this, it's easy to skip the small stuff. But the small stuff is the relationship. Check-ins build safety, connection, and trust, even on an ordinary Tuesday. So if you're after any of those, check in with the one you love, even when there's nothing big. All right, that's the first 7. And trust me, the next 6 are where things get real interesting. So if you're even a little bit curious about what makes a marriage thrive long term, hit subscribe. You don't want to miss the second half. Or do what my clients do. Put a sticky note on your fridge that says, come back next week. Danka's dropping more gold. Just kidding. I don't know if that's what they actually do, but they must, right? Anyway, but seriously, if this encouraged you, helped you feel even just a little less alone, or gave you hope, I would love to have you back for part 2. So hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next week.